Backyards were once classrooms, marketplaces, and gathering spots all rolled into one. These traditions planted skills, values, and friendships that could last a lifetime. Sure, we still have barbecues, but the old-fashioned neighborhood cookout was a different beast entirely. It was a regular, almost weekly ritual. The smell of grilling was basically an open invitation for people to wander over. Families would bring their own meat and a potluck dish to share. Bowls of potato salad, baked beans, and deviled eggs would line a sagging picnic table. These weren't formal planned events. They were spontaneous gatherings that wove the fabric of a community tighter, reinforcing the idea that your neighbors were like an extension of your family. The driveway was also a kid's first business school. The classic lemonade stand, set up on a card table at the end of the lawn, taught kids about money, customer service, and the simple joy of making something for others. In the same way, the family garage sale taught the value of reusing and recycling things. It was a way to clear out clutter, make a little extra cash, and most importantly, actually talk to your neighbors. Both traditions were about more than just making a buck. They were about engaging with your community, right from your own front lawn. This might be the most important and most forgotten tradition of all, because it's the one that held all the others together. Passing down knowledge. Practical skills were rarely learned from a book. They were learned by doing, with the patient guidance of an elder. Grandmothers taught their grandkids how to tell when jam was ready, how to braid onions so they'd last all winter, or which herbs to use for a cough. An older gardener would lean over the fence and show a young neighbor how to spot a tomato hornworm or the right way to turn a compost pile. This oral tradition was the invisible thread ensuring these practices would survive, a living library of wisdom passed from one generation to the next. Looking back at this list, it's clear that the American backyard used to be much more than a patch of grass. It was a center for production, preservation, community, and learning. It was where self-reliance was born and where neighborhood bonds were forged. And while the world has changed, our human need for connection, purpose, and good food hasn't gone anywhere. The best part is that these traditions aren't gone forever. They're just sleeping. You can bring them back, even in small ways. You don't need a huge farm. You can plant a few vegetables in a raised bed, start a tiny compost pile with your kitchen scraps, or share your extra tomatoes with a neighbor. Every small act is a step toward reclaiming that forgotten wisdom and transforming your own backyard from a space of consumption into a place of creation. The blueprint is right there, just waiting for us to pick it up again. Over this series, we've uncovered 15 forgotten traditions that once defined the American backyard. From food preservation to play, from community gatherings to skill sharing, these weren't just pastimes. They were lifelines of connection. And the good news? They're ready to come back. Whether it was flipping burgers with neighbors, selling lemonade on the corner, or learning a skill from someone older, these moments shaped who we were and who we can be again. What backyard traditions do you remember from your childhood? Share your memories in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and grab your free backyard games and traditions printable pack to bring a little of that old magic into your own yard. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.